What's going on, guys? Good afternoon. If you are having a hard time trading the markets right now, whether that be Bitcoin, stocks, gold, you are not alone because we are in some tougher times right now, but I do think that these tougher times will pass. And I can point to some evidence of why that is, and I will share with you guys in this video, and I will show you that with you guys how I'm positioning myself for the upcoming better markets that are going to be coming up very soon, in my opinion. Now, why do I think trading is much harder right now is because we are in a higher interest rate environment still that has been set up for us back in 2022 by the Federal Reserve, as it has hiked rates up to above 5% federal funds rates. We are currently still in that mid 3% range, so it is not the easiest time right now for trading. And if you want to compare to a lower interest rate environment where trading these markets and the even businesses were operating a lot easier, you can compare it back to the 2010s up to even 2022. That is because we were in a much lower interest rate environment. And you can take a look, you can reference this by looking up the federal funds rates on Google, and it will refer you to a government website. But I've been talking about this chart for quite some time because this is also why the last bull cycle that we have seen for Bitcoin was just not the same that we have seen back in 2020, 2010s. And I can even use some anecdotal experience for you guys as well, which I have had a online business selling consumer electronics from 2017 even till now, but it was a bigger scale back then, and it was just a much easier time. And what can I point to that was the driver of those times is because of cheaper money, and the federal funds rate is a very good indication of that. So this is why I refer back to the Federal Reserve over and over again on a daily basis almost, talking about why I am looking at the probabilities of a rate cut that is going to be coming soon, which could make not just the economy a lot easier, but trading a lot easier. And I'm going to be positioning myself for that. So let's talk about a few pieces of news that is going to be driving the odds of the next couple of months in terms of a rate cut, because I've been talking about for June of this year was the much anticipated FOMC meeting that we were going to be expecting a rate cut. But since the Iran war has been going on for the past couple of weeks, we have seen the odds went down from above 70% as high as to even right now it's fluctuating about 0 to 5%. So it's really dependent on this macro factor. If we can actually wrap up the war, I mean, that would be the best case scenario. Or if we at least resecure the Strait of Hormuz, which has been wreaking havoc on oil prices, which is also the reason why we are seeing the odds of a rate cut significantly dropped. So that is something I'm going to be keeping you guys updated on, and I will keep you guys updated on the news as well. And let's get into some news here today, and that's going to be, also very important on a more micro scale. Now, this is by NewsBTC. It says Bitcoin flashes dangerous, quote unquote, macro fractals. What to expect for price. Now, what this article was talking about is it's flashing a technical analysis signal that we have seen back in 2022. How credible is this signal? I mean, you could say that, there's gonna be reversal signals. I don't doubt that at all, and I've been talking about that because Bitcoin has just been stacking up a lot of these reversal signals on the daily time frame up to the weekly time frame, and Bitcoin is the driver of this crypto market. So this is why you got to be paying attention to Bitcoin regardless of what altcoins you guys are trading. And if there's money flowing back into Bitcoin, then there's going to be money flowing back into a lot of these altcoins, and that's why I talk about Bitcoin on a daily basis as well, or every time I talk about these altcoins with you guys. Now, everything I'm saying here is just purely my speculations and opinions, of course, but that is basically how I see the markets. And those are the fractals, technical analysis signals that are mirroring. I mean, it's very similar to 2022, but I do think we are in. There's going to be quite a bit of differences between now and 2022, because 2022 we were still in a rate hike cycle, meaning that there could have been more downside for a lot of these markets. But now we're kind of trying to get back into, we're kind of over that rate hike cycle for the, probably, right? At least we're more likely to cut rates. So we could be going into a rate cut cycle, more likely. And if that's the case, then I do see trading this market to be a lot easier and businesses to be getting some relief. Unlike 2022. Unless something crazy happens, like if this war is going to be dragged on for longer than expected, and if oil prices are going to be elevated longer than expected. Let's go ahead and take a look into the next piece here, which is it's also by NewsBTC. Now this is big for crypto because Bitcoin's $73,000 rally driven by US investors, analysts says. Now this article is telling me that it is driven mainly by institutional players, like the Michael Saylors, like the banks. So could they be accumulating? Could they be calling a potential bottom here for Bitcoin, which would be great for a lot of these altcoins? Potentially. And I mean, just based on the technical analysis alone, I see quite a bit of bottoming signals for Bitcoin and quite a bit of strong support level between 55 and 60,000 because of those higher time frame moving averages. Could those be broken? Yes, it could be if something crazy happens, like if we get really bad news coming out of Iran. But right now, the probabilities are that we could be seeing a very likely bottom here for Bitcoin, for a lot of these altcoins. And I'm already seeing quite a bit of these altcoins breaking out against their longer term trends, downtrends. So that is looking good at the moment. And we're all just talking about probabilities here because nothing in this market is 100%. But altcoins, they could break out. I mean, some of them are already breaking out ahead of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin could get a little bit of a pullback here because it is touching a resistance at a upward trend line. More specifically on the 3-day time frame with a falling wedge pattern. But that pattern is likelier to break to the upside. So let's see if that happens. And if it does break to the upside, I'm going to be starting to scale back into the markets slowly because there is still potential for downside. Alright, next is going to be by Yahoo Finance, and this is titled Federal Reserve Reviews Troubling Reality About Wealthy Americans. And this is talking about that the top 1% of US households, so held 31.7% of all household wealth in the third quarter of 2025, which is the highest recorded since the Federal Reserve began tracking the data in 1989. So this is shocking because the rich are getting richer. And why is that? Well, we can point to the fact that they're accumulating more assets based on what I'm seeing from this news here. And that makes sense because that's how the rich gets richer. And this is why I wouldn't be giving up even in harder times like these, but also look for opportunities to improve myself and better my earning potential so I can actually accumulate assets. And trading is one of them. It's one of the way I would do it. So yeah, if trading feels hard right now, you're not alone, but easier times are ahead to accumulate assets like the rich. And there's gonna be a couple more cycles like these in our lifetime. So I would not give up right now. So alright, so the next piece is by the Motley Fool, which is titled "The Likelihood of a Stock Market Crash Taking Shape Under President Donald Trump Increasing." And there's a clear reason why. So what this article is saying is that based on the Shiller's P2 price to earnings ratio was above 40, which has only been preceded by two other previous times, which was one, the dot-com bubble, and that saw a loss of 49%, and the 2022 bear market, which saw a loss of 25%. So is the stock market due for a correction? I wouldn't be surprised because it's still running within a lower high and lower low trajectory, and we do still have quite a bit of headwind ahead of us until those headwind factors get resolved, or unless something really bad happens like unemployment skyrockets and the Fed will have no choice but to pivot, then the stock market could be in for more downside if it does not break out of that down trend, which is very clear on the weekly time frame, by the way. If you go to the S&P 500 charts, which is the one I follow, you can see on the weekly time frame it is still on a lower high and lower low trajectory, and it's hitting resistance right now at the weekly 21 SMA. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's more downside before a rebound for the stock market. So this is basically how I'm seeing the markets and how I'm positioning myself, even though these times are a little bit harder. But I can guarantee that easier times are coming. So this wraps up for today's video. Let me know if you find value in this content, and make sure to continue watching this channel because you will learn how to read the charts and the macro factors and stack the odds in your favor for trading and investing. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.